Have you ever heard of Rwanda? You might remember it from the terrible genocide in 1994, but I bet you didn't know that this small African country is now on track to become insanely rich. Thanks to the vision and leadership of its current president, Paul Kagame, Rwanda is transforming into an economic powerhouse. Rwanda's economy has grown at an average of 8% per year for the past decade. As a result, the country's GDP has tripled in the past 20 years, and its GDP per capita has more than doubled to around $822. And with a GDP of over $10 billion and a PPP per capita of approximately $2,500, Rwanda is already making waves in the global economy. So, how did Rwanda get to where it is today? And what are its development goals for the near and long term? But before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like, share, and comment below. One of the ways Rwanda plans to be rich in the future is through the Rwandas Vision 2050. Rwanda's Vision 2050 is a long-term development plan for Rwanda. The goal is to transform Rwanda into a middle-income country by 2035 and a high-income country by 2050. Notably, Rwanda is still considered a low-income country. But the government is determined to change that and has set up the Rwanda Vision 2050 plan. The plan involves investing in critical areas that drive economic growth and development. This includes things like infrastructure, education, and technology. By building up these areas, Rwanda hopes to attract more investment, create more jobs, and improve the quality of life for its citizens. Rwanda's Vision 2050 also includes goals for improving healthcare, reducing poverty, and promoting gender equality. The country is already making progress. Since the launch of Vision 2020, the precursor to Vision 2050, Rwanda has achieved impressive milestones, like reducing poverty by over 10%, increasing access to healthcare, and improving its infrastructure. Economic growth. Since President Kagame came into power in 2000, Rwanda's GDP has tripled, and its GDP per capita has more than doubled. And as of 2021, Rwanda's GDP is around $10 billion, with a PPP per capita of about $2,500. Rwanda has also made great strides in human development. For example, life expectancy has increased from 49 years in 2000 to 67 years in 2021, and the country has made progress in reducing poverty and improving access to healthcare and education. Rwanda achieved all this growth through significantly investing in critical sectors like tourism, agriculture, and technology. For example, it is home to the famous mountain gorillas, and by promoting ecotourism and conservation efforts, they've been able to attract more visitors and generate more revenue. Agriculture is another significant contributor to Rwanda's economy, with majors in coffee, tea, and other crop exports. And regarding technology, Rwanda has invested in things like broadband infrastructure and ICT training to create a thriving tech industry. Of course, challenges remain, like reducing inequality and increasing access to financial services. But with Rwanda's track record of progress and development, I am confident they'll continue to make significant strides in the years to come. So watch this little country with big dreams, it's one to watch. Government policies. In the last decade, the government has been investing heavily in infrastructure. They've built new roads, improved airports and seaports, and upgraded energy and water systems. This makes it easier for Rwandans to get around and access essential services and makes the country more attractive to foreign investors. The government has also created a business-friendly environment to encourage investment. They've streamlined regulations and made starting and running a business easier. As a result, Rwanda is consistently ranked as one of the most accessible places to do business in Africa. The government also supports local businesses. They offer tax incentives and access to finance and have launched programs to support entrepreneurship and innovation. This helps create a vibrant and dynamic private sector that drives economic growth. Notably, between 2007 and 2019, foreign direct investment in Rwanda grew from $20 million to $518 million. And Rwanda's ranking in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business Index has gone from 158 in 2008 to 38 in 2020. And with their ambitious development goals and commitment to progress, there's no doubt that Rwanda will continue to be a success story in the future. Special Economic Zones. Rwanda is creating special economic zones to attract investment and stimulate economic growth. One example is the Kigali Innovation City, the hub for technology and innovation. It's a 15-hectare campus that brings together startups, established tech companies, and research institutions. The goal is to create a thriving ecosystem that supports entrepreneurship and innovation and attracts investment from both local and foreign sources. Another example is the Kigali Special Economic Zone, a 98-hectare industrial park. The zone is designed to provide world-class infrastructure and services to investors, focusing on manufacturing and logistics. The government has invested heavily in the location, building roads, power plants, and water treatment facilities. The area is already home to over 50 companies and has created thousands of jobs. These special economic zones are essential to Rwanda's strategy to drive economic growth. Between 2010 and 2019, Rwanda's GDP grew at an average rate of 7.6% per year. And the government has set ambitious targets for the future. Education and human capital. Rwanda has invested in education and human capital to develop a skilled workforce and promote innovation. One example is the establishment of the African Institute of Mathematical Sciences, ARMS, in Rwanda. ARMS is a Pan-African network of centers of excellence in mathematical sciences, and Rwanda is proud to host one of them. ARMS Rwanda provides a world-class education in mathematical sciences to students from all over the continent, helping to develop the next generation of African leaders in science and technology. Rwanda has also invested heavily in primary and secondary education to ensure every child has access to quality education. As a result, the country has made significant progress in increasing literacy rates to around 75% and reducing the gender gap in education. Investing in education and human capital is essential for driving economic growth and innovation. By developing a skilled workforce, Rwanda can attract investment and promote the development of industries that require a high level of knowledge and expertise. And by investing in research and innovation, Rwanda can develop new technologies and solutions to address the challenges facing the country and the continent. Challenges and solutions. While Rwanda has made impressive strides in achieving its development goals, it still faces several challenges. One of the biggest challenges facing Rwanda is poverty. While the poverty rate has declined in recent years, it still affects a significant portion of the population. To address this, the government has implemented several programs, such as the Vision Umurange program, VUP, which provides financial support to vulnerable households and helps them access essential services like healthcare and education. Another challenge is inequality, with income, education, and healthcare access disparities. To address this, the government has launched several initiatives, such as the Jarinka program, which provides cows to low-income families, helping to improve their nutrition and income. The government is also investing in improving access to healthcare and education to reduce inequality and promote social inclusion. Regional instability is another challenge facing Rwanda, with conflicts in neighboring countries, such as the Democratic Republic of Congo, threatening the country's stability and security. Rwanda has pursued a regional integration policy to address this, working with its neighbors to promote peace, strength, and economic development. The government has also invested in its security sector, building a solid and capable military and police force. Despite these challenges, Rwanda is making impressive progress in achieving its development goals. And with the government's continued investment in infrastructure, human capital, and economic growth, the future looks bright for Rwanda. Conclusion. And that's a wrap. In this video, we've explored how Rwanda plans to become insanely rich by transforming into a middle-income country by 2035 and a high-income country by 2050 through various development initiatives and policies. While Rwanda still faces challenges such as poverty, inequality, and regional instability, the government is implementing various solutions to address these issues. With a strong vision, strategic planning, and consistent efforts toward growth and development, Rwanda is well on its way to achieving its economic goals and securing a bright future for its people. So, what do you think about Rwanda's journey toward economic prosperity? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.